Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about the Nintendo Switch. I will specifically be answering, is it still worth buying one? Now, at the time of me filming this video, the Switch has been out for a while. And a lot of people are wondering, is it still worth buying one at this point in time? I'm going to make that answer very simple for you. I'm going to tell you yes, it is. And I'm going to explain my reasoning, okay? So let's rewind a little bit. I bought my new Nintendo 2DS XL. So basically my 3DS, I call it. I bought my 3DS when it had already been out for many years. And I played it, and only it, for a solid few years. And then I upgraded to the Nintendo Switch. And believe it or not, I still play my 3DS games pretty often. And I still get new Nintendo Switch games, and I'm still really happy with them. And here's the thing, some of the Switch games that I get are many years old. Some of them are, when the Switch first came out, these games came out. And I'm still super happy with them. Now, granted, my expectations are probably not as high as some people, but I will tell you it's still worth it. Now, let me explain why. First and foremost, the fun factor is still top notch. Like I said, I still get my 3DS games and I still have a blast playing them. So the fun doesn't go away. If you take a gaming console from 20 years ago and you play it, it's still going to be fun. So the fun factor is still there, okay? The second reason why you should still buy one, the graphics are still top notch. Don't get me wrong, as systems age, you see better graphics and the older ones seem not so good. But the Switch's graphics are still so fresh and still so top-notch that it is definitely worth buying it, okay? Number three, the prices of the Switch and some Switch games are getting better, because the system is getting older, you find some good deals on some used games, okay? I personally try to get the majority of my games new because I buy them, I play them till I get 100% on the game, till I beat it, and then I'm probably going to keep the game for the next 50 years, 80 years, however long I live. Pass them on to my kids, my grandkids, and so forth. So, this is just an example of the game that I'm playing right now on my Switch, Pokemon Shield, as you can see right here. However, the games are getting cheaper and more easily available, especially if you're looking into the used market. If you're looking into the used market, you can get bundles of games for relatively cheap. Because what happens is people start selling off their entire collection. As consoles get older, if you go look on your local classifieds website, you can find someone probably selling their Switch and like 10, 20 games for a relatively affordable price, maybe a few $100, maybe a little bit more, but it's still really inexpensive compared to buying all that stuff brand new. And this happens only when a system hits a certain age. As the Switch gets older, the system and the games are probably going to continue going up in value. So right now, it's very affordable before it increases in value, okay? So the fun factor is still there, okay? The graphics are still top-notch. The affordability of the system is top-notch right now, okay? And the availability of games, or the ability to get a new game for you, I'm not talking about new games that are being released. I'm talking about the ability to get a new game for you is through the roof because there are so many titles, both physical and digital, that you can get. And, if you want a new game for yourself, you can choose from any game. I still get games that are years old. They've been released years ago, and I still enjoy them like no tomorrow because they're new to me, okay? So, and with regards to the actual functionality of the system, it's still worth it because of its capability to be a portable device, a handheld device, and a home console, okay? I thought that I would mainly be using my Switch as a portable device because for me, I have young children and I'm a husband. I have young children and a wife. So I'm a father and a husband before I'm a video gamer. So I thought that I wouldn't have any time to play at home. I thought this was going to be my system that I played on my lunch break and when I had time here and there and I was out and about. I ended up playing it at home a significant amount. Simply because, you plug it into your TV and it takes a matter of seconds to set it up. You have your dock set up, you take the screen of it, the main part of it, you slide it into the dock, and you have a controller set up, which I use my Joy-Cons as my controller, okay? It's So literally, if I have an extra half an hour, I slide the Switch in and I'm ready to go. So it's still worth it in terms of its functionality, in terms of it being a portable handheld and also a home console device, okay? So it is like no other. This is a console that I would consider like no other. It's incredible, absolutely amazing. And is it still worth it? Yes, and I'm passionate about it. As I say, you know, like I said, I wish I had more time to play video games, but I know the time will come when I'm gonna have a ton of time to play games, right? So for now, I buy the games, I collect them, and I play them a little bit as much as I can, but in the future I'm gonna, you know, continue expanding and playing them more. It's still worth it entirely, in my opinion. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.